Storm 101 here. Today we'll be taking a look into a potential winter storm for parts of the northeast here. Now there's been some changes to the forecast for later this week. I do have an updated map for you guys to show, but first we'll be looking into model guidance here. We're going to start off with Election Day, which is tomorrow. There is going to be a cold front coming through from Kentucky all the way up into the northeast there. Not a big deal, just some showers. This here could be a little bit overdone with the showers. It's not going to have much moisture with it. The same thing for the cooler air. It's not going to bring much cooler air either. So, you can see that it starts to progress eastward. Now it's going to be controlled by high pressure. Then you start to see this trough here come from Canada here. That's going to be some Arctic air building in here. Then you start to see a system to try to develop over New Mexico and Texas there. Got some moisture along with it. You also do have a cold front here. See that line of snow showers or just rain showers there. When they're both hit, you start to see some snow. And you also get more moisture here. So there's quite a bit of rain. So there may be a flash flooding threat from Texas into Arkansas there. Again, with that high there is really starting to build in. And there's also been a change out in New Mexico and Texas. Wherever the cold air gets there, there might be a chance of some snow there again. You also can see here the snow is pretty far up north, which... Now, my thinking is, I think it's not going to be that far up north, to be honest with you. This is the GFS, and the GFS has been going like back and forth on things, so we're not going to really follow the GFS with this solution, but there is a couple other models that shows similar to this. And you see that cold front comes through there, and that's a 1,037 millibar high, which is bringing well below normal temperatures there across the central and eastern United States, and there's your low pressure up in Maine there. How much snow could you expect from the GFS? Well, as you can see here, most of the snowfall totals is pretty far up north, like I said. I think it's a little overdone back in Texas here. You can see pockets of up to 5 inches of snow, which I highly doubt that. I don't think you will see that much snow, but there is some potential for some snow there for that Arctic air. So it really depends where the moisture is going to be in place and where the cold air is going to be in place. That's basically the big question right now. You can see here up into the interior northeast here, there's a good swath of 5 to 8 inches of snow there, which is possible at this time here. You can also note there is quite a bit of snow back in Minnesota, Iowa, and Wisconsin there. And that's basically two systems kind of coming together. I think you get a Clipper system to go by there then, so that moisture just reaches that far up north. But I highly doubt y'all going to see that much snow, though. So let's go ahead and move on here. So let's go back to the precipitation here. And let's go to the CMC model here. See what his suggestion is. Now keep in mind, you can see this blue line here, that's your 540 line. That's basically the freezing mark, 500 millibars, which is up into the atmosphere, so it's off the ground. So that's going to be your freezing mark here. Again, with Election Day, there's your really cold front there. Doesn't do much, and then here comes your next cold front coming in here, bringing a nice swath of snow. You can see here, it really starts to get its act together. You got your low pressure developing in Texas and Oklahoma. With that Arctic air really starting to rush in. It's going to be windy, what it seems to be. Now, this solution here, I do agree more of. You can see here, it does bring potential for a snowstorm from Pennsylvania up into Maine there. Now, I did not note about Ohio because, well, the ground is pretty warm, so, but it is possible though to have accumulated snow, and it is not unusual for this time of year. People said that this is rare occurrence. No, it's actually not. This actually is a common occurrence in November. especially for the Northeast there. So pretty common for this to happen here. Now, back in Montana, back in September, where you have that winter storm, that is very unusual there. So big difference here by the timing of it. So what the CMC's got here is a 996 millibar low pressure system. So right now we have the potential for a bomb cyclone just off the coast from Massachusetts and Maine, bringing in quite a bit of snow up there. How much snow can you expect? Well, here you go. Kind of similar solution here. I do agree with this solution better than the GFS has it. Pretty good amounts of 5 to 8 inches of snow. Some areas can see higher, up into the higher elevations there. And again, for the potential rain to snow, that is a little bit more accurate here from the CMC model. I think it's got a good handle on this. Not as much for the GFS here. So let's go to the Icon model here. So let's back this up. You know what? It's actually not far out enough. It's actually currently updating. But we'll go back to the 12Z right now. We're all looking into the 12Z model run. So here we are on Thursday. This is actually Wednesday night. As you can see here, you got plenty of moisture in Oklahoma, Arkansas, and Missouri there. When that cold air starts to hit, like in Illinois, Indiana, and Ohio, you get some snow occurrence. You can also see a little bit of snow reaching into Oklahoma and Texas. And there's your low pressure system there up into the northeast here. It doesn't look like there's going to be that much snow from this ball run, I do believe. So let's look how much snow it predicts. Let's see here. Looks to be up to about 6 inches of snow for the most part. Higher elevations could see more than that. So, again, things could change here. You can also tell there could be a little bit of accumulated snow into Texas there. Now let's move on to the European model here. So this is the last model we're going to look at. So let's go ahead and move on into Wednesday here. Starting to get the moisture. You're starting to get your trough digging in from the northern plains. When they start to hit, you start to get some snow. Could be windy as well. You can see that's quite a bit of rain around the Oklahoma area. You can see even with that snow potential for New Mexico, Oklahoma, Texas, and Colorado. And there's a little bit of string of snow here for Kansas City. That is possible at this time. And you see that moisture there really starts to die down as it pushes eastward. So this is 7 o'clock on Thursday here. Start to get your transition from Lexington, Kentucky there up into Columbus there, having some snow. Here we go into Friday here. It becomes a little bit of a bomb cyclone, or you can say a nor'easter here. See, it falls along the coast, and that brings in a lot of snow. Even look at Maine here. Guys, very heavy snow right there. So something to keep an eye on. That is the more aggressive model. How much snow does it say? Well, I think this is going to be a little overdone here up in Maine. 19 inches. I mean, this has been the aggressive model here. So, I don't think it's going to see that much snow. But at this point, but things can change, though. If we go all the way back here, like around Ohio, 1 to 2 inches there, around Missouri, probably around a dusting. And same thing over here with the potential for some snow. Now, let's move on to my forecast map here. So this is kind of my thinking right now, as of today. So let's start from the west to east here. So let's go ahead and zoom in here. So from New Mexico for Texas, there you can see some scattered showers, even for some thunderstorms there. You can also see where that highlighted rain to snow potential in that pink area there. That white area is the question mark. I'm not 100% sure for that area. There are some uncertainties with that area there. This darker green here from Oklahoma through Arkansas, Tennessee, Kentucky, West Virginia, Virginia. That's going to be mainly wet. You can see here. Now, the storm potential is likely to stay west, but we can see some scattered showers for the central eastern part of this lighter green here. And then you got the rain to snow potential from Indianapolis, Evansville, Louisville, Kentucky, all the way up into Connecticut and Massachusetts there. Then this light blue here, that's going to be mostly snow there. That's probably what has a pretty good confidence. It's just mainly snow. There could be a mixed in with it there, which means sleet or freezing rain. But at this point here, it looks to be mostly snow. Now, if you're in the red here, that's where there's some confidence for a snowstorm to happen there in the red. And there's really dark purple here, dark purple. That's a mix to snow there. That's where you can start off a mix and then you transition over to snow. Now, I think at this point here, the snowfall forecast is to get pretty far out. If you all have seen from Direct Weather, he's already released his, which I do have some agreement on his forecast. My forecast will probably be similar to it, but your highest snowfall amounts will be in the red area here, which is from New York all the way up into Maine, from Vermont and New Hampshire there. So yeah, guys, that's all I got for you guys today. Hopefully you enjoyed this winter storm update later this week. If y'all did like this video, hit that like button. If you do like my channel, hit the subscribe button. Hit that bell notification you never miss an upload. If y'all guys got any questions about this potential winter storm, you can put in the comment section down below. I'll answer you guys questions. I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.